Hey everybody, Smash Brothers has brought together some of the greatest video game music ever, and are responsible for remixing these masterworks into even more tunes to love. But there's still some masterpieces out there that somehow didn't make the cut. So here's my top 10 list of tunes that would have been incredible additions to the game. To keep things fresh, I'm going to stick to one track per game franchise, as some universes alone could have their entire top 10 list. For the same reason, I won't include minor franchises, and no Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest because there's more of a business reason for their small selection. But still, I'm incredibly grateful for the huge soundtrack we have. Nintendo did a really good job, so that's why this list is more to celebrate that there's so much more music around to discover. My name's David, this is the Disms channel, and let's get to it. Boom! Right out the gate, we're hit with this wave of strong beats that's led by a smooth, head-weaving trumpet. The chittering clappers and slapping guitar deliver such a lively bounce, along with this groovy left-right feel from the xylophone. All this banging allows the trumpets to feel so smooth as it weaves in and out through all the noise. But this whole outgoing dance fest is contrasted with a much slower, almost hesitant guitar. Like I tried to mimic the trumpet, but stumbles, creating a more desperado vibe. Ooh, and that deeper note to warm the tail end of the guitar adds to that worried, reaching feel. This piece shows how something so confident can quickly turn to this desperate inner struggle, which pretty much well sums up the brave yet scared hero Luigi. There are a lot of amazing tracks to pick from in the entire Mario series, but still, Luigi's theme in Mario Strikers was an easy choice for me. Drumroll. Oh, this track goes from grooving to stopping itself to interrupting itself so well, creating this unpredictable enthusiasm. The way everything grinds to a stop is a crazy way to introduce that tiny chip tune. But the guitar seems so eager to play over it as the riffs become more intrusive, turning this stop and go motion into a weaving in and out mix as the singers and instruments step up pace, which evolves the intro riff into more of a build up as we hear everything ascend and play in more harmony, all leading to they hit you with this around the world crazy 8-bit lead. The constant starting and stopping makes this track have so much hype, all while keeping this fast-paced 8-bit and guitar style. I just love it. Blitzer really shows off how well arcade and rock sounds can come together, which would be great music to fight to in Smash Bros. Oh, something's coming. The whining violins quickly instill this approaching sense of horror. Oh, those trumpets seem bummed out. Then the drama begins! I feel with an added boss, Monster Hunter can be considered more than a minor franchise. And I really like it, so it's on my list. The sad lumbering trumpets, slowly getting higher and more energetic, the chopping violins, the marching drums, it all shows something big's happening. Especially as the fear sets in through this panicking violin as it twirls up so high with grace, all to turn into this piercing triplet repetition as two trumpets share the front line. But it all shines as the brass and strings work in this clean harmony, turning this whole noise into a journey of overcoming pure horror rather than just enduring it. The Basil Goose theme truly conveys an intense sense of horror that is toppled by heroic bravery so well, which is the kind of clash that would go nicely in Smash Brothers. Oh, we have a nice, slower, pleasant version of Kirby's Gourmet race. Wrong! It's Master Diddy's theme from Kirby Superstar Ultra. This theme sort of crams King Diddy's main theme into this quick sidestepping hype mode. The trumpet constantly hits into this 1-2, 1-2, which rises so intensely, becoming more overwhelming as extra trumpets join in. Kirby's music normally slides in flamboyant bits of melody, but this track is mainly fast, sequential, and strong. The fancy bit is pretty much rushed over, just like a minor chore. The trumpet just wants to keep going fast, creating such an energized rush. I just don't get why this isn't in Smash Bros. When Master Diddy is shown in the game as a final smash. His theme definitely should be in the game, as it's one of the most iconic tunes in Kirby. Oh, the gloves are off. This track breathes mean and challenging. There's so many wacky instruments taking the lead with their ascending, determined variances on the main theme, but they are constantly hit with crazy bangs and bumps as they try to climb their way up. The way the lead switch is a great way to represent a new contender taking that first place by playing their signature instrument from the character select menu. But it's this accompaniment that really pushes everything forward and synergizes well with all the chaos. Especially that fiddle as it dashes to those high notes, so unrelenting, but it's just replaced in an even quicker fashion, transforming to such a beachy groove. It doesn't matter what it's playing, it just sounds like it belongs in that lead. Till it doesn't, as there's always some contrasting theme out there to outshine it. This track never stops surprising me. It's just so unpredictable. It even feels like the background melody takes a shot at doing its own little solo. The fact that no music from Diddy Kong Racing's universe is in Smash is a real shame, and it's owned by Nintendo, especially Boss Challenge 2. Battle music that's cuddly and warm. This track is able to keep that typical brass on its own and quick Pokemon pace while just sounding so endearing and pleasant. The violins and snare drum back up this smooth ongoing trumpet as it does these wonderful little trills. Then there's that echoing bum ba ba all the instruments take turns doing, like they're in this neat sense of community. Even when the melody drops into this sadder tone, it still invokes a sweet feeling. This track feels so caring, but still having that competitive undertone, which represents many fighters in Smash. Now, I'm pretty sure there is no version of Pokemon Stadium's theme in Smash's soundtrack, but there should be, and I'd definitely pick the free battle menu. Now, this obscure piece is able to sound so conflicting while being quite elegant. The firm, sequential cello is crucial in keeping such a rapidly flowing commotion grounded, since these bouncing woodwinds just respond to each other in such an aggressive way, like the instruments are always trying to one-up their counterpart, leading to this whirling turmoil coming in from the left and right. Gradually, the woodwinds seem to progress into playing on a more equal level, but this harmony still maintains a menacing twirling vibe. There's something about the sitar that also provides such a nice level of eeriness that I love. What gets me though is how they put Kotake and Koem in the game, but not this masterpiece. Listening to this with a headset truly envelops yourself in this duality feel. The way the sisters bicker and argue is reflected just so finely in the music, showing a great example of how to score a boss's theme accurately. Also, this uncommon style of music would help broaden the scope of music genres in Smash even further. I could also see Nintendo creating a remix to add even more variety to this admittedly short piece. It's all rough and snippy. We have this crisp under trumpet to give it that nice forward pace. Every sound feels like it's cut off short though, and snappy. There are quite a few banjo tunes left out of Smash, but Banjo Pilot's Grassland is so surprisingly clever. I like how the bridge pushes in this fast bumpy round. It's sweet how something so stoppy can evolve into this nice flowing momentum, while keeping a contrasting mix of trumpets. Then, just when it seems like everything's gonna cool down, that piano trickles the melody to this elegant sass, showing how something so jagged can still feel decorative too. This tune just surprised me by how such a rough 16-bit quality sound can feel smooth and fancy. Also, Nintendo could merge this music with its final lab theme to give it even more intensity, or even do a little Smash Bros remix to contrast the rough and smooth sounds even more. prepare for the wacky orchestra of doom. I love how this main theme has such a clean rise, followed by a bumpy fa-ha-ha. Then there's those intrusive beeping trumpets constantly reminding us, this is bad. So many willing instruments keep joining into this repeating theme, keeping it fresh and reinforcing this dramatic storm. Then there's the hectic falling and rising of strings with a steadier walking trumpet, creating such a surreal mix-up. This piece just feels so fun and vibrant while keeping that sense of danger. On another note, this track also highlights how sound effects can amplify music, like with this raging storm and the boss's wacky boss cries. It's just amazing. Ah! Woo! Done! Alright, this theme bloats out some nice high-reaching trumpets, delivering a flashy big band show. But I love focusing more on that muffled lower melody poking in and out. Especially when it takes the stage, turning everything into this fancy, jagged groove. Oh, and that sharp violin accompaniment that just brings forth a quick scuttling vibe. I realized why Nintendo created so many Mega Man medleys. There's just so many good tunes. But Armadillo really stands out, especially as we hear this fast starting round gradually widen and develop the trumpets and violins into becoming bright, happy long notes that rise and rise, emitting this warmth. I know this quick, cheeky atmosphere would sound so well in Smash. Whew, time for honorable mentions. And okay, I definitely missed out on a few top hits, and I admit I haven't heard all franchise soundtracks, but I know for sure that some of you out there are thinking of some great music right now, so I'd love to see some of it in the comment section. I'm always trying to discover new music to enjoy and put in my videos. My channel focuses on weaving video game tunes into amplifying funny clips, guides, and analyzing music. It's a lot of fun, and if that sounds cool, subscribe and hit the bell, because it's just going to get better from here.